MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball finds us at Target Field in Minneapolis on this fine Wednesday night. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. Jared Kell makes his big league debut right after this. Barry Ota, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
For Seattle,
standing in, Colton Wong. He'll get us
Colton.
started in this one under
Wong.
the lights. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels. Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Julio.
Now it's plate Julio Rodriguez. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Wong at second. Crawford at first with no outs. Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So.
Oh, what a play at second. Second for 1. Save.
Batting 4.
Settling in now, number 35. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. 1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And he fouls this one off. As a look, now the pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Dan Plesac, who you focused on.
This team could really benefit if Colton Wong could get it going. Watching this last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Comes set, the 0-1. Rounded softly down the line toward first. He's out to be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, and now the Twins will go to Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
The 1-2. There's a fastball and off the plate for a ball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now the payoff pitch home. Really good at-bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Payoff pitch one more time. Count still full, 3-2. Donnie finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, it could become a big problem today. This guy's hitting the outside.
Number 23.
Royce Lewis move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Fastball in. That ran in and drilled him. At the plate, number 22. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense. They better get going.
Fouled away. Another 0-2. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now at the plate, Juan Obradave. Runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Obradave.
First delivery to him on the way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them. But he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
A pause. And the 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
2-2. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Engel. And that's the third out. One left for Minnesota. And this is still a nothing ball game. Royce Smoot is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third down. Smoot on the ground, left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit. Standing in, Mitch Garver. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Off the first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Batting eight, the left fielder, Jared Kell.
Stepping in, Jared Kell. And while not really viewed as a big-time prospect coming out of the draft, he's had to prove himself at every step of the way to get to this point. His first big league at-bat.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shake.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Bader is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Mariners at the plate, Dan Robinson.
Leading off.
They'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Robinson.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
1-1.
Line toward the alley in left center. Well, this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, let's take a look at center fielder Adam Engel. You want highlight reel, you want Robin homers, this is your guy. But you aren't able to get those balls unless you can be one of those guys that can just read the ball off the bat. He is an elite defender with plus speed and runs really nice routes to the ball.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball
And
one,
ball
no
1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Chased a bad one there. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. In now, Colby Obradovich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. That misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Engel on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Digging in now for the Mariners, Adam Engel. And he'll start out the half of the third, top of the order to follow. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Obrigado is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now that's
ready for another chance. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
now batting.
Coming to the plate now, J.P. Crawford. He singled his last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Grounded weakly toward third. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. The 1-2. It's laid off for ball 2. Fouled off. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off the base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the baseline.
Here comes the first pitch. Just got a piece of it at 98 as this is fouled away. halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Stepping into the box, Darren Obradovich. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer it.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Julio.
Hit high and deep to right center. Bader is after it. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 35. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Fouled away. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Riding in once again, Evan White. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Bounce to first. And he'll take this one back for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter for hit Polanco. He reached out a single in his first throw. Fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Nope.
And this is again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
High in the air out to center field. Bader has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Into the box, Royce Lewis. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Hard hit ball to second. Long pass it. And there's one down now.
The batter, number 22.
Digging in to try it again. Number 22. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2-0 now.
2 balls, no strikes.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hard hit ball to short. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Boy, Gio, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smokes the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tough right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so making him 0 for 1 so far. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. So 1-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. It is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And it's fouled away. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Runners off for second. Off for that and missed. Here's the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
The bat.
Into the box now. And Robinson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Servais during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today. As far too often, they've been swinging pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Boy,
was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
One-two offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting. The
into the box, Jared Hill, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
The next 0-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Stepping up to the plate, Adam Engel. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Behind 0-2 now.
0-2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Colton Wong. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Pitch pops straight up. Orca is calling for it. And that's the 3rd out. But the Mariners draw first blood here on the solo. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Leading off for the Twins.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready
fielder,
now, Alex Healy. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ball 1.
Good waste pitch, 1-2. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Coming to the plate now, Colby Obradovich. He flew out in his last at-bat. Healy aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Here now the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another try at 2-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Brooks Lee will be next. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Healy ignores his coach. He's plugging for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Boy, what a battle there, D'Lo. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink.
Designated hitter.
Get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Into the box now, Brooks Lee.
That ball is absolutely
Just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Stepping in now, Darren Brodovich. The first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
2-0 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. Third base from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Justice Sheffield takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Royce Lewis will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. Kell is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In now, number 22.
Count 1-0.
Misses to him. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0. Offered at and missed for the first strike. It broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's really thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat and mouse game continues on. Let's keep him close.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Brodovich isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate. They stretch the lead to 5-1. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
Into the box, Sean Obradovic.
1-0.
And so take a look at ball one. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Here it comes, 2-0. Fouled off. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. It's too high, and that's over the catcher's head. Throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate. And that's going to hurt because now there are two away. The 3-1. There's ball four.
That's upstairs. Ball four.
Digging in once again, Dan Robinson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the sign. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 5 and the Mariners 1. Ready for another shot now. J.P. Crawford, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. If you look there at the Mariners leaderboard to this point in the season, he currently finds himself right at the top of the list in that department. Flip of his glove for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, number 35.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Digging in and looking for more, number 35. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The count now at 2-2. 2-2. Fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Another 2-2. And it's fouled away. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. None left for Seattle. They're down here 5-1. He's going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And he lays off there. 1 1-0. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Got him.
Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now back. First
Ready
baseman.
once again, Colby Obradovich. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch popped up. White waits on it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 12.
Now to the plate, Harrison Bader. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping.
He grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Ladies and
Byron
gentlemen,
Buxton
your
will stay in the
attention,
ball
please.
game now and take over in
This
left
change
field.
for the Twins. Now playing left field.
Paul
Number
Hamels
25
is on to pitch from the
Byron
bullpen now to start
Buxton.
inning number 7.
Now pitching for the Twins.
So striding in,
Number
Evan
32.
White. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch
Count
fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
Nope.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly
3-0.
help the situation very much.
3-0 to him now. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Unlikely that ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. And he fouls this one off. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's out number 1.
Up next is Seattle.
Stepping in, his line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game.
Nope.
Took something off there, but it misses ball 1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mitch Garver. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't.
Oh. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 5-1. Striding forward now, Brooks Lee will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Lee.
Coming, here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 home. On and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. At the knees and called strike 3. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Darren Obradovich. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, John. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and whipped the pitch up the middle. Can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find the whole center. That was right up the middle.
Standing in now, Royce. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Engel giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in now, number 22. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-1.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation. To pull a string on that changeup, he knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the inning. Digging in, Jared Kell, still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB.
That's the run straight back, but he has it for the So digging in now, Engel. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the third to see if they'll fit.
Right fielder has a beat on it. 2 gone. Now Long will stand in. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
The wind up and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're down here 5-1. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Sean Obradovich.
The second baseman.
Pitch on the way.
Obradovich.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike swinging. Chased a high one there.
2 strikes.
Slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now
stepping up now, Dan Robinson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. And fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Here's Byron Buxton now.
The center fielder,
ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Calling for it, Engel makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Johan Duran comes on now from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top 59. Of the 9th.
Johan.
So coming to the plate, Wilson Crusher, looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
We'll see if he's able to keep his concentration. A lot of times, closers have a difficult time when they have that lead of 3 or more runs.
2-0 now. On the wind-up, the 2-0 pitch. Left side, but well fouled. Now the 2-1. Back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Julio Rodriguez. Pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
That's the ball.
And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, number 35.
Here's the cleanup pitch, number 35. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a possible concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
That's a ball.
Not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Fouled away. Rodriguez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. Watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Minnesota used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Barry Ota earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Luis Castillo was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the American League Central, Barry Ota got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping Minnesota take care of the Mariners 5-1. The game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 5-4. The Texas Rangers got 11 hits overall as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-4. The Rays earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 9-1. Brandon Belt added 3 RBIs to his total as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 6-3. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Astros put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-3. The Atlanta Braves hit 3 long balls as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-5. The Cardinals finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-6. The Arizona Diamondbacks launched 3 home runs as they took the win in extra innings over the